Hello, my name is Gabriel, and today I'm going to show you how to use probably the best AI writing tool out there right now. Most AI writing tools, they provide you with okay copy, right? They don't provide you with copy, they just write. And that's the problem, because when it comes to copywriting, you're not just looking for just a writer. You need a tool that actually understands how to persuade people and get people to actually consider your offerings and take the action that you want. This is what this tool does. So I put together some test prompts that I'm going to just go through with you today, and you can see the output for yourself. So the first thing you want to do is to access the tool. Real simple. Just go to techhelp.ca and you go to services right here and you click CopyHub. Okay, so CopyHub is the tool. So as you can see here, I have something that I was working on earlier, but I already saved it. But what CopyHub does is it will keep your stuff with you. So when you close your browser, you're not going to lose your information. Okay, and if you're logged in, you'll be able to click on Saved Documents right here, and you'll be able to see what you have saved. Okay. If you're not logged in, you can still have saved documents, but just something to know is that if you're not logged in and you clear your browser cache, you're not going to see your saved documents, but you can still have them if you're not logged in. But right now I am logged in, so I can save my documents and I won't lose them even if I clear my cache. And of course, if I close this tab for any reason, I can still come back and this content that I was working on is still going to be here, so I don't lose anything. Let's do some tests. First, we're going to clear this up because I don't need this anymore. So I'm just going to delete. All right. Another way I could do it is I could just say start new document if I wanted, and I can choose whether I want to save what I have or not. At this point, I'll just say don't save, but I could save it if I had something I wanted to keep. Okay. All right. So usually when you come to CopyHub, the first thing you see is this. This is what you see first. Okay. It's real simple. On the right hand side, you have the chatbot. Okay. This is where you can talk to CopyHub and CopyHub will create content for you. Now, when CopyHub creates content, it'll put it here for you, which is the editor. Depending on what you're asking it for. You can also tell it to put something in the chat if you want, or it could put it in the editor. It all depends on what you're asking for. It knows what needs to go to the editor and what doesn't need to go to the editor. So let's see. I'm going to just grab a test prompt here. Okay, so just paste it here. It says, write a landing page for a plumbing company that does same-day emergency service in Dallas. So I can just hit enter, or I can click this send button here. And if I wanted to clear the chat in the future, I can by just clicking the delete here. And if I wanted to dictate, if I wanted to just speak to it, I can just click the microphone to dictate. But in this case, I'm just going to hit enter. It has finished writing. Okay, so it says I updated the draft. If I wanted to copy its output, which in this case I don't have to, but this will pop up right here. You can pause the video if you want, but I'll just give you some time here to read it, and you can judge for yourself. As you can see, this is not typical AI copy. This is not typical AI copy. This is copy that looks like it was written by a human, by a professional copywriter. And that was the goal when this tool was built, is to basically build a professional copywriter, something that writes just like a person would. And you can see here it even has inserts for things you need. So it understands that you didn't give it a company name, right? So it's because the prompt we did just said write a landing page for a plumbing company that does same-day emergency services in Dallas, but it didn't receive the company name. So it's using placeholders for you right here. And it also knows that it should include a call now, a good headline, and then it jumps into the value proposition. And right here, it says, hey, put your phone number here. It tells you, hey, proof needed. And it gives you example of the proofs you'll need, like add average response time, number of Dallas customers served, star rating, or a short emergency service review, right? And then the page continues. And as you can see with this page, if I wanted to see how much it wrote a very good page. That's 1,000 words. That's 1,000+ words. Not that word count really matters when you're writing that much. It doesn't matter really when you're writing a landing page. You want to focus on effectiveness, obviously. But you can tell it did a lot of work to get to this point, because when we look at the output, and as we go down, see some more of the output here. I'm just going to scroll down a little slower so you guys can read it. And feel free to pause the video if you want to take a moment here to read this. And as you can see, it knows that this is a button right here. Give you a button. Headlines are good. And you can tell just by looking at this, it automatically knows that this is a local company, so it's writing it in a way that it's going to be the most effective for a local company. And as you can see, it's still putting placeholders here, right? Authority needed. Add Texas plumbing, license number, years in business, insurance status, technician, qualifications, areas served, and any certifications. So this is a very smart copywriter. As you can see, there's no filler. Everything that it's writing, there is no filler here. Normally, I put something in ChatGPT and I get filler, or any other AI tool that I've tested. I get filler. I get a lot of filler. There's no filler here. Oh, it even covers, it's covering objections, right? Worried about the cost. And it's doing a very good job putting the call to action in the right places. This is very smart. It calls out risk reversal here. So risk reversal needed. Add your actual guarantee, such as no dispatch fee with repair, free estimate, workmanship, warranty, or satisfaction guarantee if offered. So it's telling you what to do. So basically this copy, let me just make sure everyone can see the rest of it. This copy can be handed off to anyone. You can take this and hand it off to your landing page designer, for example, and they'll run with it. Or just give it to your team and they'll just use it, right? You don't have to do any work. The work's done for you. Everything that you need to do, it's already done for you. Let's do another test. I think we should do another test. So if I wanted to save this, I could save it. So I just click save, it'll save it. If I go into save to documents right here, I can see it, and I have other options here. I can rename it, duplicate it, export, delete it if I want. So that's saved. So I can just go to new documents. Since I've already saved it, I can click don't save. In this case, you can also save it again. It tells you the name of the file as well, which is great. I can save it again and it clears the document. If I wanted to clear this chat right here on the right, I could just click delete to clear chat and it'll clear it right away. I don't have to, but if I wanted to do that, I can do that. Okay, let's do an email test. So write a cold email for marketing agents. Sorry, write a cold email for a marketing agency trying to land small business clients. All right, so it wrote us a cold email. All right, so we have our subject line here. And it's put in placeholders, which is great. Again, we did not give it a business name, so it is put in placeholders. If I can get it to fit on the screen, perfect. Feel free to pause if you need to. But as you can see, this email is ready to go. It's ready to go. There's really nothing you need to do. You don't need to do anything here if you don't want to. This is ready to go, ready to be used. Let's do one more test. First, I'm going to save this. I could just hit new and I'll have the option to save it. So I save it. Okay, so if I go to saved, it's going to be there so I don't lose any of my content. Okay, so for this test, we're going to do homepage copy. So we say write homepage copy for a dog grooming business in Austin that specializes in anxious dogs. Okay. Sometimes it'll take a while to give you what you need, but that's because it's doing a lot of stuff in the background. Okay, good. So I'm just gonna scroll down a little slowly here so you can see the quality and you can judge for yourself. Very good headline. Puts placeholders for your trust signal. It understands that it doesn't have a business name. And sometimes, depending on what you're trying to create, it will ask you questions in chat. Right now, it's not asking questions in chat because it has enough information to create the copy. But if you're missing critical information that it cannot solve by just putting placeholders for you, it will ask you for that information in chat. Feel free to pause the video if you want to take a moment here to read it all. List of services, very well done. No filler whatsoever here. This is really good. So one thing I haven't shared is the ability to add your own information. So if you click on this right here at the top here, if you click on this, the voice and instructions. So you can actually add your tone of voice. You can add your business or context notes. You can add writing rules. Pretty much these spaces are for you. You can add as much as you want, whatever you want it to know, and CopyHub is going to use that to write your copy. You can also set this and save it. So this actually saves. So you can actually just, if you click this here, you can just tell it to use these instructions by default. And every time you come to write, it will write in the voice you want. It will use your business context and whatever writing rules you have. So you can fine tune this in such a way that you are completely hands off by filling this out. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.